Going into the heart of the Congo jungle, a group of hikers did not expect to find anything out of the ordinary. However, what they discovered during their journey left everyone speechless. These findings not only reignited our curiosity about the hidden depths of this vast and mysterious jungle, but also challenged our understanding of an isolated and largely unexplored region, full of strange natural events and enigmatic species. Do you dare to discover the best-kept secrets of the Congo? Join us on this fascinating and surprising journey. And if you like this type of content, subscribe to our channel. It's free. Number 1. Mokele Mbembe. Mokele Mbembe is a legendary figure who has captured the imagination of many since the first stories about him emerged. It is said to inhabit the river waters of the Congo, and its description often resembles that of a herbivorous dinosaur, similar to a sauropod. The legend has been fueled by the stories of natives of the region, who claim to have seen this giant creature. However, the lack of concrete evidence has led many scientists to consider Mokele Mbembe a myth. Carl Hagenbeck's 1909 story of his encounter with a living dinosaur was one of the first to spark international interest in this mystery. His account was met with skepticism by many experts, but it also opened the door for future explorations and documentaries like Monster Quest, which attempted to unravel the truth behind these sightings. Over the years, numerous unverified reports have accumulated which have only fueled the folklore around Mokele Mbembe. The name Mokele Mbembe, which translates as "he who stops the flow of rivers," suggests not only the greatness of this creature, but also its connection to the natural environment of the Congo. This mystery persists in an unstable political environment and dense, unexplored jungles, making any effort to find definitive evidence even more difficult. Thus, Mokele Mbembe becomes a symbol of the human desire to discover the unknown and the limits between science and myth. Number 2. The Lost City of Z. The Lost City of Z is a fascinating story that combines exploration, adventure, and mystery. The search began with the mysterious manuscript 512 found in the National Library of Brazil, which recounts encounters with an advanced civilization within the Amazon rainforest. This document not only intrigued explorers and archaeologists, but also evoked comparisons with legends such as Atlantis. Colonel Percy Harrison Fawcett was captivated by this story and dedicated his life to finding this legendary city. His expeditions to the Amazon were meticulous and full of challenges. He faced extreme conditions and logistical problems while searching for a lost civilization that promised ancient treasures and knowledge. His last expedition in 1925 with his son and a friend was the most ambitious, but also the most tragic. They disappeared without a trace. Fawcett's disappearance has given rise to countless theories and speculation, from encounters with hostile tribes to beliefs about ancient curses or even interactions with extraterrestrial beings. The Lost City of Z remains a symbol of the human longing to discover the unknown and the dangers that come with venturing into uncharted territories. Number 3. Nkisi Nkondi. The people of Congo in the Democratic Republic of the Congo have enormous respect for Nkisi, which are containers believed to channel celestial energies from the great god Nongo. These Nkisi connect the material and spiritual realms. They vary from simple ceramics to complex sculptures such as the Nkisi Nkondi. Each Nkisi, made under the direction of Ngangas, spiritual intermediaries, embodies healing qualities, resolves conflicts, or provides protection against evil. With its mirrored surfaces, pegs and blades, the Nkisi Nkondi stands sentinel, its wooden face bearing witness to the seriousness of its mission. Bongo's sacred herbs and relics within attract spirits who are invoked by chants and ceremonies to protect or serve as a means to achieve justice. When European explorers arrived with these objects in the 15th century, they aroused their curiosity as representations of mysterious customs considered fetishes. The missionaries attempted to limit their influence. However, some Nkisi managed to survive and assimilate into Afro-Atlantic customs, such as Palo Monte and Vodun. Number 4. Pygmy tribes. The mysterious pygmies inhabit diverse forests in the dark interior of equatorial Africa. They speak several languages and have survived for generations using ancient hunting and gathering methods. The pygmies of West Central Africa have different cultures, But a new study finds they have a mysterious common ancestor that dates back to a single group that survived until 2,800 years ago, before farmers arrived and separated them. Researchers have been puzzled by the origins of the pygmies for years. Did each tribe develop their short stature independently, or did they have a common ancestor? Pygmies develop normally until adolescence, at which point they inexplicably miss the last growth spurt. Although humans have lived in these forests for almost 30,000 years, there is no fossil record to indicate that their ancestors were always small. There were no definitive answers from previous DNA investigations. Paul Verdu, an anthropologist, and his colleagues examined DNA samples from 9 groups of pygmies and 12 adjacent higher populations. According to their research, published in Current Biology, pygmies descend from a single group that lived 2,800 years ago. The study also discovered a strange pattern. More DNA enters pygmy populations from non-pygmy neighbors than leaves them. Therefore, the origins of the pygmies remain unknown. There are several legends about the Bimbi Basa, translucent but lethal aquatic spirits. Fishermen tell stories of strange lights and haunting music that lure the unwary into shallow graves. Number 5. Haunted villages. The haunted villages of the Congo are a true labyrinth of myths and mysteries. Deep in the jungle, where the mist seems to whisper ancient secrets, these villages are home to stories that have been passed down from generation to generation. Each bonfire becomes a stage where elders tell chilling stories about spirits that wander through the darkness. One of the most feared is the Nganga, a powerful sorcerer whose song echoes through the trees, pleading with ancestral spirits to protect his community or seek revenge for past wrongs. In these villages, the nailed statues are not mere decorations. They are prisons for hunting spirits, beings that were once human and now seek to punish those who dare to disturb their rest. Local legends speak of the night these spirits woke up, unleashing terror on the inhabitants. There are also the Bimbi Basa, aquatic ghosts that lure the unsuspecting into their underwater domains with hypnotic lights and seductive melodies. Fishermen know the dangers well. Many report encounters with these lights that seem to guide them towards submerged tombs, where they never return. Not only humans fear these spirits, even wildlife behaves strangely on quiet nights, as if they sense the presence of these supernatural entities. Number 6. The Congo giraffe. The okapi is a hidden treasure in the jungles of the Congo and should not be confused with a traditional giraffe. This elusive mammal was discovered to the scientific world in 1901, but its existence had been known to local communities long before. Despite its relationship to giraffes, the okapi has evolved to adapt to its forest environment. Its neck is shorter and more robust, which allows it to move with agility among the dense vegetation. One of its most impressive features is its 14-inch prehensile tongue. This extraordinary tool not only helps you feed by reaching high leaves, but is also essential for your personal hygiene. The okapi's soft reddish-brown fur acts as perfect camouflage in the shadows of the forest, protecting it from predators. The black and white stripes on their legs and hindquarters are a distinctive feature reminiscent of zebras. These marks are not just decorative, they serve to hide the young in the shadows and make them difficult for predators to detect. Additionally, males possess small horn-like structures covered in hair, a unique trait not found in females. The life of the okapi is a testimony of how nature can produce extraordinary beings in the most unexpected places. Number 7. Ancient cave paintings. The mysterious Lovo Massif is located in the far north of the former African Kingdom of Congo. It is a region of huge limestone outcrops that resemble abandoned cities surrounded by thick vegetation. Ancient art in the form of crosses, circles, and grid patterns, intertwined with images of animals and mysterious mythical beings, covers more than 100 caves and rock walls. Under the direction of curator Clement Mambo Sangathi and archaeologist Geoffrey Heimish, the Franco-Congolese mission of Lovo has meticulously examined these pieces of art, providing information on the rights of the Kingdom of Congo dating back to the 7th century. The mission is still ongoing to locate and preserve these cultural riches despite the region's obstacles, which include violence and extremely challenging terrain. UNESCO is providing assistance to have the Lovo mission efforts recognized as a World Heritage Site, emphasizing the region's critical role in protecting Africa's rich cultural heritage in the face of growing industrial threats. Number 8. Sacred groves. In Central Africa, old customs endure despite changing topography. Sacred traditions influence the close relationship between people and the natural environment in places like the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Surrounding the Tiaho Orthodox churches in the highlands of Ethiopia, there are almost 20,000 small forests that protect the churches from desertification with the help of their devout parishioners. Despite changes in the agricultural environment, these Afromontane sanctuaries continue to be bastions of diversity. Sacred sites in Africa combine mysticism with hidden dangers, from the Mugumu fig trees of Kenya's Kikuyu forests to the initiation grounds of the Ivory Coast and the medicinal plant gardens of Sierra Leone. Fear often protects these forests, according to Jonathan Onu of the Federal University of Technology in Akure, Nigeria, where traditional beliefs predict dire consequences for anyone who disobeys the spirits. Number 9. Fossils. An astonishing find has been made deep in the Plover Lake Cave in the Gauteng area of South Africa, a Middle Stone Age fossil that belonged to the Congo peafowl, Afropavo congensis. This discovery represents the oldest known occurrence of the species outside the Congo basin, pointing to a time when, in contrast to the typical grassland ecology of the area, dense rainforests or other lush ecosystems flourished near the cave. The fossil, which is shrouded in mystery and bears scars from predator bites, suggests the peacock had a turbulent journey and casts doubt on accepted theories about its historical range. It provides a window into Africa's ancient past and raises concerns about ecological adaptability and geographical anomalies during the late Pleistocene, thanks to its preservation at the University of the Witwatersrand. Number 10. Boiling waters. The Congo River, with its immense flow and varied biodiversity, is not only a vital artery for the region, but also a setting for natural wonders. The Inga Rapids stand out as an impressive spectacle where water crashes forcefully against rocks, creating a symphony of sounds that resonates in the surrounding jungle. The fog rising from these turbulent waters is not only a visual phenomenon, it is a symbol of the raw and primitive energy that emanates from the river. This vapor mixes with the warm air of the jungle, creating an almost magical atmosphere that invites reflection and wonder. Local legends speak of guardian spirits that protect these rapids, and many believe that the souls of ancestors dwell within their depths. This belief gives the rapids a sacred character, making them a place of pilgrimage for those seeking spiritual connection or answers to deep questions. Additionally, scientists have begun studying the geology of the area to better understand how currents and geothermal forces could be contributing to this phenomenon. Thus, the Inga Rapids are not only a natural wonder, they are a link between science and tradition, attracting both researchers and seekers of supernatural experiences. Number 11. Megafauna. The Congo Basin is a unique ecosystem where wildlife flourishes in surprising and mysterious ways. Stories about megafauna, giant animals that once roamed these lands, are an integral part of local culture. It is said that colossal creatures such as the Mokele Mbembe, which some describe as a living dinosaur, may still inhabit these dense and remote jungles. The idea that such beings still exist sparks curiosity and a sense of adventure in explorers and scientists alike. Tales of occasional sightings fuel the myth, gigantic shadows moving through the trees, terrifying roars echoing at dusk, and enormous footprints imprinted in the fresh mud after a storm. These stories not only captivate the imagination, they are also a reminder of the vast unknown that remains to be explored on our planet. Expeditions to document these mysterious creatures become epic quests, where each step can reveal something extraordinary or confirm what many consider pure fantasy. Number 12. The Cursed Idol. The legend of the cursed Congo idol is buried deep in the Mazik jungles of the Democratic Republic of the Congo and has been passed down through the generations. This ancient relic is said to be shrouded in mystery, defended by forest spirits, and blessed with power beyond comprehension. A statue made of rare obsidian and adorned with mysterious symbols that are difficult to translate is the subject of local legend. It is rumored that those who dare to uncover its mysteries will be rewarded with unlimited riches or cursed with perpetual bad luck. Under the shade of ancient trees, shamans dressed in feathers and war paint perform mysterious rites to gain the idol's favor or calm its angry spirits. There are many stories of brave adventurers who, motivated by curiosity or greed, traveled to the heart of the Congo only to disappear forever. Others returned traumatized by their experiences with the idol's ethereal guardians, their minds shattered. The tribe's elders warn against its allure, noting that it has the power to bend reality itself, transforming courage into foolishness and prosperity into destruction. Number 13. Healing plants. Dr. Gon appears as an intriguing character in the alleys of Mazike in Kinshasa, a practitioner of traditional medicinal techniques shrouded in mystery and whispers. Their concoctions, made from a combination of strong herbs and well-kept secrets, promise to cure everything from diabetes and illnesses to deadly malaria. Dr. Gideon carefully crafts each medicine in his private backyard laboratory, hidden behind a curtain of secrecy, claiming that the natural power of Congolese herbs permeates them. His techniques eschew the clinical sterility of contemporary medicine in favor of a tactile strategy that appeals to believers seeking different approaches. Although there are many skeptics, Dr. Gideon's magnetism and self-assurance draw people to unexpected places. Bustling markets, street corners, and even neighborhood bars, where he offers hope in jars and bottles. He first tried his own medicines, and they are said to provide relief in situations where traditional treatments are ineffective. Number 14. Missing explorers. The legends of the explorers who disappeared in the heart of the Congo are stories that have endured over time, impregnated with an air of mystery and adventure. These brave individuals, often motivated by the desire to discover pristine lands and forgotten cultures, delved into the dense vegetation in the hope of uncovering hidden secrets. However, the impenetrable forest quickly becomes a labyrinth where reality and fantasy intertwine. Stories tell of explorers carrying ancient maps, full of promises of unexplored treasures and lost civilizations. As they walked deeper into the Mazike forest, the thick vegetation seemed to come to life, enveloping them in an almost supernatural embrace. Some say the shadows of the forest whispered warnings, while others claim to have seen dancing lights among the trees, guiding or deceiving intruders. The vibrant atmosphere of the Congo is not only a haven for unique flora and fauna, but also a jealous guardian of its secrets. These once brave and curious explorers became part of local folklore, becoming echoes of warning for future adventurers. Number 15. Hidden waterways. In the heart of the Congo Basin, the hidden waterways are a true geological enigma that sparks the imagination. This underground system of meandering rivers is like a secret network that runs through the landscape unseen by the human eye. Encased beneath layers of ancient rock and soil, these streams are silent witnesses to the passage of time and the changes that have shaped the continent over millennia. Local legends describe these rivers as vital veins that not only support plant life, but also human communities that depend on the water for their survival. It is said that the local elders know the places where these currents emerge to the surface, creating sacred springs that are sources of life and spirituality. Torrential rains that fall on the tree canopy feed these hidden rivers, causing them to flow strongly as they shape the terrain in their path. Every curve and every nook tells ancient stories. Some believe that those with enough wisdom can hear their whispers and understand the secrets they hold. Number 16. Rain of fish. Among the meandering rivers and dense undergrowth in the center of the Congo Basin, a phenomenon occurs that defies understanding. A mysterious rain of fish. Fish of all kinds descend from above to gently cover the land in this rare event that turns the peaceful skies into a sight to see. The traditions of yesteryear are still passed down in the area, where stories of these aquatic animals falling gracefully from the sky surprise people as they go about their daily activities. Witnesses report seeing fish that appear unaffected by normal natural processes land on rooftops, streets, and even large fields. In such inexplicable events, scientific explanations fall apart. Fish are aquatic animals, so it challenges meteorological theories to explain how they can travel through atmospheric currents and manifest as if summoned by supernatural forces. Some wonder whether strong updrafts or invisible vortices might be involved, but these theories only scratch the surface of a puzzling phenomenon. The rain of fish is considered a symbol of good fortune or imminent change by the inhabitants. Number 17. Ancient gold mines. Deep in the jungles of the Congo Basin lie the ruins of an ancient mystery. Forgotten gold mines that hint at a civilization long gone under centuries of overgrowth. These fascinating shafts and tunnels awaken stories of master craftsmen and mythical monarchs who pursued immeasurable riches. Myths weave through the dense undergrowth, alluding to hidden civilizations and defenders of the sacred knowledge of the mines. Discovered by brave archaeologists, artifacts such as intricate tools with traces of gold and mysterious ceremonial relics testify to a society whose skill in metalworking matched its respect for the precious metal. Still, the true designers of these mines are hidden behind the tangle of vines and bubbling rivers. Were they creations of a bygone era motivated by aspiration and deep spiritual commitment, or do they hold secrets that contradict what we know about history? Entering the core of this jungle labyrinth, modern explorers follow the whispers of local mythology and arm themselves with cutting-edge technology. In addition to discovering gold treasures, your mission to solve the mystery of these ancient gold mines has the chance to shed light on the remains of a civilization that once flourished deep in the vast, unexplored territory of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Number 18. Shamans. The story of Kikiki, a legendary Zulu sangoma whose mystique surpasses human limits, is deeply rooted in African tradition. It is rumored that he can extract venom from the fiercest snakes without harming them with his teeth, which is evidence of his supernatural abilities. However, Kikiki is just one mysterious character in the long history of shamanism in Africa, a practice that is deeply embedded in the fabric of the continent. Ancestors are treated with respect in Zulu culture because they are considered living spirits who actively participate in everyday existence. These ancestors bless and advise the living because they lived respectable lives and died respectfully. Number 19. Disappearance of the Congo Basin. A people unaffected by modernity remained hidden from the world's view in the unexplored depths of the Congo Basin. Here, beneath the thick rainforest, time flowed in harmony with the ancient cycles of the natural world. The town's homes, made from natural materials, blended perfectly with the lush surroundings, allowing residents to live in harmony with nature. A group of researchers excavating these unexplored areas of the basin discovered the town with a mix of excitement and caution. Their goal was to investigate the hidden treasures of this distant area and learn more about its biodiversity. But instead of the usual jungle symphony, they were met with overwhelming silence. The town was completely silent, without the pulse of life or the rhythm of the drums. Cooking pots were left unused on campfires, food was partially cooked, equipment was scattered as if it had been hastily thrown in, and personal belongings were untouched. The residents had disappeared into thin air. Myths about extinct curses, angry spirits, or deadly diseases proliferated like wildfire, but no solid explanations emerged. Number 20. The giant prehistoric snake. Colonel Remy van Leerd, a senior member of the Belgian Air Force, came across an incredible sight. He saw a huge, terrifying snake from his helicopter, a trip that would live in his memory forever. The scales were a dark green and brown. Its head looked otherworldly, a giant triangle 2 feet wide and 3 feet long. The enormous snake rose as the helicopter turned around for a better view, its gigantic body swaying below to reveal a ghostly white belly that glowed with an eerie glow. The meeting was brief, but significant. Stay tuned for more mysteries and incredible discoveries from around the world. What do you think? Could there be even more surprises out there? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe for more great stories like this. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching and see you next time.